Exercise 3.5, Problem 1, Division 1, Solution. Factorize the polynomial x cubed minus 2x squared minus 5x plus 6. As in the previous case, for this algebra section, we will not be having much of discussion because these are simple and straightforward problems. We'll straight away get into the solution. Okay, so we are asked to factorize this polynomial. It's a cubic function. Okay, and we have to try it by synthetic division. For synthetic division, we need to check whether the polynomial is in the descending order and is there any terms which are missing. Let's do a quick check. X cubed, x square, x and constant. So it's in the descending order and none of the terms are missing. We are having all the terms. Okay. And one interesting thing, if you notice the sum of the coefficients is equal to 0. See, this is 1, right? The coefficient of x square, x cubed is 1. So 1 plus 6 is 7. And these two are negative terms. So minus 2 plus minus 5 is 7. 7 minus 7 is 0. In such a case, when sum of the coefficients of a polynomial equal to 0, then x equal to 1 is a 0 of the polynomial, or x minus 1 is a factor of the polynomial. Okay. So we have that here. First rule. Okay. So x minus 1 is a factor of this polynomial, which means when you put x equal to 1, you can do the synthetic division. And that's what we are checking here. So polynomial, find p of 1, that is 1, x 1 cubed is 1, minus 2 into 1 square, that is minus 2, minus 5 into 1 is minus 5, and this is 6. So 6 plus 1 is 7, and this is also minus 7. 7 minus 7 is 0. Therefore, x minus 1 is a factor of the polynomial, or x equal to 1 is the 0 of the polynomial. Okay. Now using synthetic division, okay, we can put x equal to 1 here and write all the coefficients of the polynomial. So coefficient of x cubed is 1, coefficient of x squared is minus 2, and this will come as minus 5, and the constant will come down. And for the first entry in the second row, we'll have to put 0, am I right? So then add these two, that will become 1, and then you'll have to multiply. 1 into 1 is here. So minus 2 plus 1 is minus 1. Minus 1 into 1 is minus 1. Minus 5 plus minus 1 is minus 6. Minus 6 into 1 is minus 6. 6 minus 6 is 0. It's a remainder. So this is the quotient. What's the quotient? This is a constant, coefficient of x, and this is coefficient of x square. So it's x square minus x minus 6. That's the other factor is x square minus x minus 6. Which means now this polynomial is equal to this factor, that is x minus 1, into this quotient. So it's x minus 1 into x square minus x minus 6. So we have factorized to a certain extent, but it is still not complete. We need to factorize this. How to factorize this? This is a simple, straightforward method. So we can put this is x square minus x minus 6. The coefficient of x square is 1. 1 into constant is minus 6. So this minus 6 must be factorized in such a way when they add or subtract, you should get the coefficient of the x. So minus 6 can be factorized as minus 3 into 2, right? Minus 3 into 2 is minus 6, and minus 3 plus 2, that is minus 3 plus 2 is minus 1, which is a coefficient of x. Okay, so minus 3 and 2 is a factor. So now we'll have to divide this by the coefficient of x square. The coefficient of x square is 1 here. So it's minus 3 by 1, and this is 2 by 1. There is no more simplification possible. So we'll have to leave it here as it is. So this we know becomes the coefficient of x, that is 1x or x. And this will come as the constant in addition or subtraction. So this will become x minus 3, and this will be x plus 2. So these are the two factors of this quadratic polynomial. Okay. So now we keep this. This is one way of doing. Let's do the another method also. Whichever suits you, you can do. Now we factorize this as we found here. In the second method, we'll stop here itself. Okay. And we'll continue with a slightly different approach. So minus 6 can be written as minus 3 into 2, right? Which means this x can be written as minus 3x plus 2x. So the same quadratic expression, we write it slightly different. So this minus x is written as minus 3x plus 2x, and you can take x commonly out from these two, and you can take 2 common out from these two terms. So this will become x into x minus 3, and this will become 2 into x minus 3. So now from these two you can take x minus 3 commonly out. So it becomes x minus 3 into x plus 2. That's what we got here. So either you do this method completely and straight away write the factors, or you stop here and continue this method. Whichever you are comfortable, you can do. But because I want you to learn both the methods, that's why I'm using both the methods here for your practice. Okay. Now, so what will happen? This cubic function will now be equal to x minus 1 into this, but this is equal to this, right? So this is equal to x minus 3 into x plus 2. So which means we can write this cubic function as x minus 1 into x plus 2 into x minus 3. So now we have factorized the cubic function. This is your final answer. Right? It's pretty simple, isn't it? So all you need to know is this rule. And if you know this rule, that is the sum of the coefficients and the constant of the polynomial. If it is 0, x equal to 1 is a 0, or x minus 1 is a factor. Using that as a starting point, do the synthetic division, get your quadratic polynomial, factorize the quadratic polynomial, and get the other two factors and complete the problem. Okay? So I hope I made it clear. If not, please go through the solution one more time. It will become clear. Thanks for watching this video.